Just my baby. Just my baby kitty. Hi, good morning. Savannah here of Sewlivi Dyes Yarn, and it is Monday, November 8th, and I'm coming back at you for another knitting update, because that's all I seem to do these days. Knitting. I'm recording this video a lot later because I forgot that it was recording day. I'm trying to do these on Monday, since usually on Tuesdays I have knitting group. Oh, excuse me, I need to clear my throat. Tuesdays I have knitting group, so I don't come home after work, and so editing just doesn't happen. So I figured if I can do these videos on Monday, I can get them out by Monday evening-ish, Tuesday morning. It doesn't matter, right? We're just gonna move from Tuesday to Monday. It just makes my life easier. Anyways, it is like almost 11 o'clock in the morning. I forgot that I was gonna record today. That's because my daughter is now homesick from school. My son missed 2 days of school last week due to like he had like a little cold or something, very slight fever, and just mostly a cough and a little bit of like body aches. So I kept him home 2 days last week, and then my daughter started showing symptoms on Saturday, and today she woke up with a pretty high fever. It was like 101. Don't mind this, but she was 101 with body aches as well and a headache. So I kept her home today. I honestly hate missing this much work. Isn't that crazy? As much as I miss being a stay-at-home mom, I hate that I am not able to go to work and help. You know, I feel bad that I'm not there to help. And then two, the fact that I'm not making any money. So I am thankful though that my job is understanding, and I really enjoy working for my kids' school. My eye's bothering me again today. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Aurora's here with me. She's being a silly goose. Let's see here. There she is. She's licking her tail. Yeah. She's such a silly girl. I love my little princess. She is a sassy one, though. It's true what they say about black cats. I know she's got some white in her, so she's technically a tuxedo, but she's very sassy, and she talks a lot. She will yell at you if she thinks that you need it. She's a silly girl. Yes. What? Okay, I won't pet you anymore, see? Anyways, so yes, my daughter's home today. She'll probably be home for another day or two. If we're lucky, another day or two. You know, that'll be it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and hopefully she'll be better, but we will see. Yeah, my hair, I didn't do anything with it. I washed it last night and I just let it air dry, and this is what it is. If you're new here, I'm very like all over the place. This weekend, my husband and I went to Topgolf. So we had a Topgolf built in our city. It's a city. And so our realtor, he's super awesome. He likes to do customer appreciation events every year. This year he decided Topgolf. So he rented out the entire top level of Topgolf and set up like a mini buffet and invited you know, his customers. Obviously you had to RSVP because there's only so many slots. So we went. I mean, granted, we bought our house from him 7 years ago, and we still benefit from that a lot, which is very awesome. Granted, we we've recommended him to many people. So we've gotten him several, things. He's really good at what he does. And so he did this, had this event at Topgolf. My husband and I went with our neighbors because, well, they did. I don't know if they bought their house through him or not, to be honest. Our realtor used to live directly across the street from us. So they were his neighbors as well. So I'm wondering if they bought their house through him. Anyway, so they went, our friends, neighbors, they went with us. We all went. We had our own little booth. And I was kind of nervous about it because I've only tried golfing one other time in my life. And it was kind of like a Topgolf type situation, except it was just what do they call it? A driving range or whatever. And I sucked. Like, if I hit the ball, it went 2 feet. And bloop. I sucked at it. So I was really nervous to go. But I went, and my husband was very patient and helped me out a little bit. Plus our neighbor, he's been golfing for a really long time, so he's pretty good at it. And it was a lot of fun. Plus Topgolf is great because they have these games that you can play. So you're not just hitting a ball trying to see how far it'll go. You're actually like playing games. Like they had an Angry Bird game. That was super fun. It's like you hit the ball and the ball can tell where it's going. And then on the screen in front of you, it shows like an Angry Birds type thing. And then the ball will hit a thing and kind of explode all this stuff. And I'm just like, this is so much fun.
You're a little too close.
I don't think it did.
I don't think it did. Here you go. Hey, you blew it up. Okay, yeah. Cool. Nice.
Oh, good one, Mike.
So we did a whole bunch of different things because it was a 3-hour event. We got 3 hours of free golf time. Oh, it was so good. And, granted, we had some drinks. We had to pay for them ourselves, but they made really good drinks. Like, the bartender was really good. So I got a little tipsy, and we had a really good time. So our realtor did a raffle at the end of the event. And, so he was giving away a lot of things like gift cards to Shields and zoo membership, and he had 2 big 70-inch TVs and all this stuff, and each family got a raffle ticket. So I'm like, okay, whatevs. We were still golfing kind of, so my friend took our ticket. Sorry, I want to change this just a little bit. Our friend took our ticket, and she was standing up there, and my husband's like, man, it'd be nice to win one of those TVs, but I know it's just not going to happen. And I'm like, yeah, it's nice to think, but it probably won't happen, It's just, we don't get our hopes up. We know better. Well, guess what, guys? We won a freaking 70-inch TV. I don't know how. Here's the thing, though, is I want to give away, which I think I forgot to talk about, but maybe I did. I want to give away a while ago the fall garment make-along for the October or September month. I forget. Fall garment make-along. I won one of the giveaways, one of the month giveaways. I doubt I showed the yarn that I won, but it's from Bella Fio. I have it back there. If I didn't show it, I am sorry. So I won that, and I'm like, okay. The other day, I was informed that I won another knit along giveaway on Instagram. For my the ampersand wrap. That was a knit along, and I freaking won that. I got 5 skeins of ampersand fibers. I got that, so that should be actually delivered today. I just don't think it'll be here in time for me to insert that. My eye is super blurry right now. I won that, and I was just like, no way. And then we won the TV, and I'm just like, okay, well, there's the third one, you know, because things happen in threes. There's the third one. I don't expect to win anything for another 10 years. Just leave it at that, right? But how freaking cool. I was so happy. My husband's like, we're putting it in the garage. And I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're not. So we did some like rearranging Saturday evening of the TVs. Yep. Just absolutely crazy. You know what kind of sucks though is the fact that we won that TV means that I kind of missed out on winning a chance to test knit another project that I really wanted to test knit. But it's okay. I'll just wait until the pattern is released and knit it then. But would you please stop? Anyways, I know I've rambled on forever. That is that. We'll go ahead and get into the knitting stuff. All right, I said I had a finish. Can you guess which one it is? Can you guess? Can you guess? Which way does this go? I finished the ice cream social. Yay! So this guy is pretty long. It's taller. Like if I hold it up like this, it's taller than me. Which is perfect. We always love long, big shawl. I mean, it's not big, but it's long. So there it is. I did put in a little tie, which I need to cut out, but I wanted you to see where it was the last time I showed you, last Monday. This is where I was last Monday, and I knit all of that. So everything yellow, you know, just below the yellow and on. So this is the Ice Cream Social. It's by Lisa K. Ross. The yarn is a bare fingering weight, but from me. And then the colored is a mini skein set from Yarn Bee. It was the Fridays in Florence colorway. I don't have the tag anymore. It was a knit along through my local yarn store, You and Me, a yarn boutique. I started this July 4th. Did I say that? I don't know. And I want to say it took me 26 days total to knit this. It says it on my Ravelry page if you want to check that out, which everything is linked down below if you are curious. So I really love putting everything in rainbow order. It's just the way things work for me. I really do love rainbow order. So that's what I did here with the minis. I put them in a pseudo rainbow order. The lace did get easier as I worked on this because I started being able to recognize what I was doing. I only had that one mistake that I mentioned last week, and now I don't even know where it was. Somewhere down here or in here. Who knows? Can't remember. You can't even see it, so 'tis no big deal. Yeah, I honestly have no clue where it was. So, what else did I want to say about this? I forget. Shoot. Oh, I remember. Okay, so the pattern calls for 2 skeins of your main color. Whatever you pick for your main color, 2 skeins. I believe, see, I don't have the pattern or anything with me. I believe the yarn that was used in the one that's on the pattern was maybe a 400 yard. I think it was only 400 yards per skein with what their, mine is 437 yards per 100 grams. So I don't know if that mattered, but I ran out of that one when I had 5 rows plus the bind off. I ran out with just that little left to do. It was just, you know, I mean, obviously it's pretty long, but 5 rows plus the bind off. That's all I had left. So instead of breaking into a whole new skein of yarn, I just took a mini and I ended up using about 4 grams. Granted, I did not weigh my yarn before I started, so this could have been more than 100 grams. But I did weigh my little 20 gram. It was a 20 gram mini. I didn't weigh it before, but I weighed it after and it showed only 4 grams were missing. So it took 4 grams to do about 5 rows in the bind off, which I did the, so I started doing a bind off, just a regular one, and I was doing it loosely, but it's still just, for some reason, just always way too tight. So I switched like right here to a Jenny's Surprisingly Stretchy bind off, just so that it wouldn't like cinch up on itself. So that's what I did for the bind off. So yeah, if you're going to knit this, and you're purchasing a colored yarn for your main color, you're not going to need, I doubt you're going to need much of that second skein at all. It just, I guess it depends on if it's a 400 gram or 400 yard to 100 gram skein of yarn, skein, or if it's more. And my minis were, I think, 25 grams each, but the pattern only calls for 20. Did I say 25? Mine were 25. You only need 20 gram minis to do both, to do your colors. So obviously this tan one was used the most right there, but then it's only a skinny line there. So you have plenty, like I have plenty of these colors left. So 20 gram mini should be perfect. 6 colors. Yeah, 6 colors. And yeah, I think that is all that I wanted to say about this. This Yarn Bee yarn is, it was acrylic, wool, and nylon, I believe. Mostly acrylic. I did have a hard time. I didn't notice when I was doing this part. I mean, it was a while ago, so I don't remember, but I did notice when I was working on these stripes that it splits very badly, especially the green. The green split a lot. So that, and yeah, especially these last 3 colors, they just wanted to split so much. So that was not very fun to work with. I don't like yarn that splits a lot. But it's all done. I guess I can throw it on and show you how it looks. So these nice long skinny ends, it's really easy to just put on, to throw on. Move you back for a sec. So yeah, and that's cute. As I could probably put a little knot in the one end, just as cute little decor on my shawl. But yeah, super cute. It's all done. I'm glad I got it done. I forgot what day I finished it. Wednesday? Thursday maybe? I don't remember. I know that I just worked on this solely to get it done because I was right there. So, finish. Yay! I talked about that forever. My other finish, I'm going to go ahead and show you my test knit because it's about to be released and I think it'll be okay. So I test knit this a little bit ago. It was the last couple of weeks. I had it finished last week, but I couldn't show you. So my printout is terrible, but it's called the Let Me See You Get Lotus Socks. I know. Let Me See You Get Lotus Socks. That's what it's called for right now. It's by Slip Slip Sis. This should be out very soon. I don't know when. See, it's a very bad printout, but let me see you get Lotus Socks. It's a colorwork sock, and it calls for a 50-gram main color, and then you can use, you know, whatever you want for the contrasting. This one calls for about 10 to 15 minis, and you're going to use about 5 grams each. Now, I don't know if that's per sock or what, because I only had to knit one sock, and that's all I did for right now. I'll probably do another one at some other point, but all right. So again, my main color was this one that I dyed a while back, just a gray tonal, and then all my minis. Let's see if I can. Nope. All my minis were my very first foray into yarn dyeing. I thought they were beautiful, and I just didn't know what to use them for, so I used them. So I have 10 minis, which was, I mean, barely enough to do this sock for me. Not yarn wise. These were all 10-gram minis. Here's these 3. So yeah, I need to. Here's another 3. And here's the last 4. So yeah, again, I put these ones in rainbow order because I thought that they looked best that way. Except one, I think I got one. One was out of place because I kind of forgot it was in there, but it worked in the end. So this is a colorwork sock, and the pattern's really well written. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to doing for a vanilla sock, like, because it has an Afterthought Heel written into the pattern, and it's a little different. But it, what do I want to say? It was nice. Okay, so here's the sock. The contrast is definitely not high enough between the two in most of the colors. It might be better to take this off real quick just to show you the pattern so I can do the front or the top of the sock. All right, see, here is the lotus. A little lotus flower, you see that? 3 petals. And it just repeats. So it's an 8-round repeat, colorwork repeat. Yeah, and I put mine in rainbow order. Okay, what do I want to say about this? A twisted rib cuff, and then, like I said, Afterthought Heel. Because I only had 10 colors for my foot, so like I did the math, because I do 60 rounds for my foot before I start the toe. That's just, I know for a fact that is what fits me. Since this is color work, the pattern suggests going, oh, I also, okay, so the pattern comes with 3 sizes, sorry, 1, 2, and 3. I knit size 3. According to their sizes, normally if it was just a regular vanilla sock, I would have done size 2, but because it's color work, I did a size 3. And it's also worked on what size needle? Oh, US 1. Still a US 1, but I went up a size, which helped a lot. Because color work is always knit tighter. At least for me, I knit a lot tighter. So, because I only had 10 colors, I did the math, and to get 60 rounds, I would have probably had to have added another, repeat 1 color, but I didn't want to do that. So I only did 3 for the leg. That's not focusing, sorry. 3 for the leg, and then I did what they asked for the Afterthought Heel, and then I went ahead and did all the rest of the colors, no changes. So it is slightly shorter than what 60 rounds, you know, what I would normally do. And then I did the toe as charted. Plus, because this was a slightly bigger thing, I wasn't too worried. It actually still fits without any issue. Yeah, I don't think I added anything extra. Yeah, I didn't do anything extra. And it still fit, which is nice. And then the Afterthought Heel. The difference with the Afterthought Heel, which was nice, is that normally when I start an Afterthought Heel, I just go straight into, I'll do one round of knitting just to establish it, and then I start my decreases. This pattern tells me to do 3 rounds of regular knitting and then start it. So it gives you more of a deeper, I guess a deeper heel is what it would, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I did that. It's got a lot of, it's got a lot of ends that I wove in as I was knitting, because I do the, it's like the Weave and Steven, but it's for English knitters. Nitty Natty, she has a video on it. It's just, you're going to hold, if you're an English flicker or knitter, you're going to hold the tail in your left hand while your working yarn is in the right hand, so that you can wrap it around the needle, wrap your working yarn, unwrap that, and then it's caught. It's weird, but it's caught and it works and it's easy. I knit these inside out. So inside out as in I worked on this back side instead of working in the front. So I had it inside out and I'd work it. So it looked like, so the inside was still facing me like it would be if it was right side out this way, but I did it that way so that when I came to my corners, or I guess, you know, where you magic loop where you're moving it, I was able to get my floats to go around the corner more smoothly and not be too tight. So I did these completely inside out on magic loop. Those are all my floats. No issues. It helped a lot. Believe me, it helped. Like I can actually wear these without them being way too tight. Let's see here. Sorry. I'm going to just take off my other knit sock and put this one on. So I do still have like a couple ends to weave in, and I need to sew up a gap. Whee! So I have a little gap right here I need to sew up, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't woven in all the ends yet. So like the heel ends and the cuff. This is what it looks like. Whee! It fits perfectly. It does feel weird right here, under my arch. It does feel a little strange there, but I think it just needs to be broken in. I haven't even washed and blocked this yet. So yeah, yeah, I need to knit the other one so I have a matching one, because I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So yeah, I'm wearing my, I forget which one is this May? This is one of these socks that I made for the Rainbow Sock Chronicles. I was going to wait till after I was done with it to wear them, but you know what? I got all these socks that I can't wear yet, or I wasn't allowing myself to wear. I'm just going to wear them. Anyways, test knit finished. It's coming out soon. It's called the Let Me See You Get Lotus Socks by Sip Sip Sis. Yeah, definitely the contrast is not there. There's a lotus right there. Some of the colors work better than others. Definitely use higher contrast. Definitely no speckles. But yeah, look at that. It's like a box of crayons. A box of crayons. So it looks like to me. Anyways, okay, keep going because we are talking a lot today. Next. Okay, I guess this is the only whip. So I did not work on my... What's that called? What is it called? The Long Summer Cardi. I did not work on that. When I was done with the shawl, I was like, well, let's go ahead and work some more on the Whitmore Cardigan by Amy Loudon, Taylor S Studios. Let's work on that and see if we can get to the sleeve split. And guess what, guys? I did. I split for the sleeves and now I'm just working on the body. Look at her. She's so pretty. So yeah, this is where I was last time I showed you. And I finished up all the charts, so all the lace bit is done. Now it's just stockinette and, well, you know, knitting and purling. Until I get to wherever I want. So I'm still debating if I want to do the longer length cardigan or the shorter length cardigan. I believe the one in the picture is the longer version, but she has it tucked into her jeans. So I can't really tell. And I've tried to look at the pictures on, see, she has it tucked into her jeans. I've looked at the pictures on the Ravelry page for this, but I really can't tell the difference. It is a difference. I mean, it says here it's a difference of how many inches? Where's the schematics? Let's see here. So the shorter version is 21.5 inches and the longer one is 24.5 inches. So 3-inch difference. I'm not sure which one I want to do yet. Let's see, here's the shorter version, longer version. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. So I'm just going to start knitting and see. I mean, I can go to the shorter length, see if I like that. If I don't like it, I can keep knitting, right? So yeah, again, here's the back side. It's hard to show. What else? Not much else to say about it, really. Yarn is Sewlivi Dyes yarn in the May color of the month colorway called Artemis. I am holding the yarn with a mohair. Oh, I need to cake up some more. Look at that. Yeah, I need to cake up more. So that's Artemis, and this is Artemis on mohair. So I'm just holding those together. Definitely need to cake up some more, probably today. And yeah, that's what it looks like. The only tricky bit right now, I guess, is my button band. It says which rows to make your buttonhole. Where's the buttonhole? To make this mini buttonhole on. So I'm hoping that my kids don't mess with, my son likes to mess with this. I'm hoping he doesn't find it and messes with it. I'm going to try to keep track with my Coco Knits. What is this called? It's a row counter. It's a locking row counter. So it tells me which rows to do the buttonhole band on, or the buttonholes on. So if this doesn't get messed up with, you know, because it's kind of hard, I'll be honest, for me to count the rows. I mean, I can if I try really hard, but since this is ribbing, this button band is ribbing, it's hard for me to tell. So I put this here just as like a backup. I need to count 6 rows from there to start the first buttonhole. So I'm hoping that's just a backup in case the thing gets messed up, but yep. And I tried it on, I mean, my cable's a little too short, but I did try it on and it does feel decent from here to here. So no worries there. This will definitely grow a little bit, I'm sure. This is making me want to almost start the pullover version. My pullover version is going to be in white, I believe. I have gray as well. I could do it in gray or white. I would like to hold them together, but I think it'll make the yarn too big. So, anyways, I did that. That was an accomplishment. I was very excited to see that done, or, you know, hit that goal. I always have these little goals. just to try. Next whip, I actually pulled out an older one because I'm done with that shawl. I'm done with that lace pattern. I'm done with the lace on this too. So I was like, let's pick up another pattern that has a lace in it. This is the Amory by Isabel Kramer. Believe me, when I picked this up, I was completely lost at what I was doing, but I got it together and I'm back on track. The Amory, this is a lace weight sweater with a lace detail along the tummy area. So I'm knitting this using Knit Picks, what is it? Knit Picks Gloss lace weight in the colorway Pine. So this is a 70% merino wool, 30% silk. It's very soft, very lovely. So here's the color. It's freaking out. My focus is freaking out. So this is what I'm using. This is the second skein I've broken into for this pattern. And here is where I'm at. I need to put a longer, well, I don't need to put a longer cable on, but if I wanted it to lay flat and for me to try it on, I would have to put it on a longer cable. Anyway, so I picked this up last night and did one full repeat. This is not focusing. Is it focusing? One full repeat on the lace. So I have to do 5 total. We'll see. See, that's why I'm thinking I need to put it on a longer cable, because what if I get to like 3 repeats? Because each repeat has 2 of these triangle bits, these lace triangles. So that's 1 full repeat is doing 2 of those. So if I do 2 more and then 2 more, so 6. What if that's long enough for me? What if that's long enough? So I need to put this on longer needles. So there's no collar. It's a rolled hem collar, which I really like. It'll be a rolled hem hem at the bottom as well. I don't know about the sleeves. Yes, the sleeve cuffs are just rolled hems as well, you know, rolled cuffs, whatever. So yeah, this is lace weight, all lace weight, single strand lace weight on a US 4 needle. It's so soft. It's so pretty. It looks tiny. Mine might be more form-fitting than hers is. But there was no recommendation for how much positive ease you should go for. It just says on this one, the sample, the one that Isabel knit here, she says, sample is size small, worn with 3.5 inches of positive ease. That's all that it says. It just, so I'm knitting mine at the medium number 2, which should give me a finished bust size of 40, which should be a 2-inch positive, 3-inch. It should be 3 inches positive ease, but we'll see. We will see. Right now, it's looking mighty form-fitting, to be honest. But yeah, got that lace detail. It was most definitely hard to get into this because there's a little bit in this pattern that is very similar to the Ice Cream Socials lace pattern, and I constantly want to go into that lace, so I'm like, no, that's not correct. It's a little backwards. You need to pay attention. But like I said, I think I'm getting there. I ended up working so hard on this and this yesterday that my hand, like this part of my hand, my pinky down to here, I had to take everything off. I had to take this off, my rings off. I had to take all that off last night because everything was just incredibly numb right here and tingly, and it did not feel good. It did not feel good. Okay, so I don't know if I showed this. If this is a new start, then it's a new start. If not, then it's not a new start. But I started my November socks for the Rainbow Sock Chronicles. This is Rose Hill yarn in the Snow Melt colorway. So it looks like this. And it came with 2 minis. Oh, it's falling apart like completely. Yarn barf. 2 minis to go with it. So I started it. I did, how many? I think just 10 rounds for the cuff. And then I haven't done a lot on this at all, but not a whole heck of a lot of knitting. Yeah, I think I'm going to work on this mostly today. See if I can get this. I need to count these so I know where I want to put my heel in, so I can know when to start, how much I need to do for the foot. But yeah, I think I'm pretty close to where I would want to put the heel in. I think. I just get lazy. That's why usually my socks are not very tall. It's because I get lazy and just want to get to the foot, because then I know I'm close to the end. But yeah, so the heel will be this color, and then the toe will repeat this one, and then I think for the second sock I'm going to reverse these. So this will be the cuff and the toe, and this color will be the heel. I think that is what I'm going to do. So yeah, just got to work on that. And then I have a very small new start. Last week, did I talk about the snow pine? I think I did. Well, it was released, came out, I want to say a day early, but it wasn't really a full day. It was released Thursday night. So I went and got it all printed out, and I got started Thursday night. And then I promptly had to put it down because I realized I needed to do some more yarn management with my yarn in order to knit this guy. This is the Snow Pine by Woolen Pine. Yes, Woolen Pine. It's called Snow Pine. It's beautiful color work, raglan, but it's also worked in tarsia. So that's a lot of fun stuff. It is a 5-page pattern, so it's not too crazy, I guess. There's lots of videos that go along with this pattern. So I have all of my stuff in there. Yeah, it's I got the collar knit up, and so the collar's all done, and I'm just got I think the first row of knitting. Yeah, I didn't even mark. Yep, collar's done, and I barely got into the first row of knitting because I needed to do, like I said, yarn management. So that's my main color. Let's see here. Main color. I'm just going to call this a one of a kind because I don't think I can replicate this color again. These are all my own hand-dyed yarns, so Sewlivi dyes yarn, but it's a one of a kind. You can see it's dark. It's got bits of purple, pink, blue. It's a lot of, it's so magical because I don't know how it happened. I mean, the color broke, but trying to get it to break like this again is just not going to happen. So I had to wind up both skeins of this because this is my main color and it's in tarsia. So I need one for the front, one for the back. This does not mention any of this stuff in your pattern. So I was definitely confused at first, especially because you only need one skein for your sleeves, but you most definitely need to separate them into 2 skeins for your sleeves. So this is I know one's bigger and one's smaller. This one was just wound a lot looser than this one is, but they're both roughly 50 grams from what I measured. I think one is like 56 and the other one's 50. Either way, so at least it's coming up kind of true to color. It is brown. Pictures always make it look green. I can't seem to get that to not happen, but it's brown. It's also one of a kind. I have not tried to re-dye this one since I've done this. So I don't know if it's possible. But what's funny is these two colors, I should pull this out and show you. Let's see here. So these are based off of these minis that I did a long time ago. So this one, okay, I think it's this one. And this one. Okay. Do you see this one right here? It's a little hard to show you. You see this one? Oh, it's not focusing. This one was just, so this was, I dyed 10 gram minis, a 10 gram mini. I tried to do it in 100 grams. Like I just upped it, 10 to make 100 is 10, you know, math. It came out incredibly different. I mean, not too different, but definitely a little bit different. This one just seems like there's more bluish grays than this one. So yeah, this was the inspiration. This is what happened. Now for this brown, which is freaking crazy, and I cannot get photos of it. This is a big crazy one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I had a picture of it the other day. Okay, well, I'll hold up because it's one of these two. So this one or this one, I tried to do it in a full skein, and this is what happened. I really do think it was this one. Look at the difference. Oops. Okay, we'll just put in that one. This one ended up way darker, and it has that green gray undertone that, you know, oh, sorry, focus sucks. It is so different. So that's why I have not tried redying this one again to see if it'll happen. But yes, if you're going to do this, definitely break up your sleeve color into 2 skeins so you have enough. And then my sprinkles are just going to be this light gray that I dyed up. This was just a yarn mop that I had from a different colorway, and it came out this really nice gray. And it's just been sitting in stash because I had no clue what I was going to do with it. And you know what? I wish I had the time. I would make one of the Nitty Natty float totes for this because all those cakes are going to be worked from at the exact same time. It's going to be so much yarn twisting, and like the least I can do is put a whole bunch of yarn cozies on them. I need to make a bunch. But yeah, I have not touched that since because right now we're going to work on some of our active whips because I went a little crazy before, you know, starting all the things, and I got a little overwhelmed. So I'm going to try to be more active on my open whips, whatever you want to call them. So anyways, that is it for whips. That's it for knitting, I guess. Like I said, I have yarn coming today. I have no other haul, right? I don't think I have any other haul, to be honest. I really think that's it. Get this uploaded and edited or edited and then uploaded, whichever way you want to go. I also want to get my pattern cut out so that I can start sewing that. I want to sew a new project bag for myself. Yeah. I mean, with my kid homesick, I should have all the time, right? But I still feel like I don't have all the time. It's called prioritize. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate you being here. If you want to follow me on any of the social medias, it'll be linked down below. Go ahead and do that. If you want to like or dislike this video, go for it. I'd appreciate that. If you want to share my videos anywhere, let more people know about me, that'd be great. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week, okay? Bye.